Vito. But RTC once again bringing back that Minotaur to counter out this Lancelot pick.
Yeah, I mean, with that Lancelot picked up in that 4th pick, I think it will just signify Audi to secure that Minotaur, all right? The only other viable option is the Kufa, but it seems like seeing his performance earlier, that Minotaur just gives more impacts. This time though, Pi, what hero will he give out this time? Last game, it was Khalid. Let's say it's gonna be the Grok this time.
Yeah, I was thinking the Grok might work out. Less crowd control available to him, and now he can actually dive into the back line. He can avoid the pick-off due to the limited crowd control available from Rebellion. Man, I think it's very balanced though. No one is really winning so hard in this draft.
Grok will be played by Rossi though. It will be an Edith EXP.
Okay, interesting. So a lot of more, what do you say, Rashi? In terms of engage potential, do you prefer Edith roam or Grok roam in this case?
Engage potential, I must say, is going to be in the hands of Edith, man, because Edith can use 2 spells technically to engage. The Grok, the only way he can engage with the barricade, if they're stuck, it's only if they're stuck in tight corners of the jungle. Otherwise, it's very ultimate reliant, and I think being ultimate reliant in such a dynamic matchup here, 2 very aggressive teams, might be a bit too costly.
Take a look at Udil as well. He is going to rock the live terrain talent here, Arashi, on the far side.
Very interesting. Unique emblems coming in from Udil.
We're gonna see how it will fare up in game number 3, the deciding game of Rebellion Zion versus Alter Ego. Vincent rocking that Brave Smite.
Oh, it's gonna be a very interesting conclusion. Let's witness it. Will it be Alter Ego or will it be the Blue Bulls, Rebellion Zion?
We have to see, man. Both teams have a great equal potential, but the win condition for Rebellion is still here. Rossi is on a less dynamic playmaking hero. We'll have to see if he can pull off some crazy engages later on in the game. But for now, Cars in that EXP lane will have a lot of advantage as far as roaming goes.
Yep, Cars already giving damage on towards Pi. And it seems like Vincent will comfortably take the lead though with that Retribution as well.
So we're going to see the emblem here for a more in-depth conversation. Quantum Charge for Pi. So far, we have only seen Brave Smite for Edith, and he goes for more of a aggressive build, aggressive emblem, and also a bit of a sustainability as well. I think Brave Smite works better for Edith, but in this case, what's the purpose here, Rashi?
More movement speed, mobility, and a fight. Especially if Pi turns into a marksman in the late game, having that Quantum Charge will allow him to kite back even more or move forward even more aggressively and land some of that very precious crowd control that the Edith brings during that ultimate. Along with that, by the way, Vincent with the Brave Smite is definitely peculiar, but I guess he's just not looking for the same kind of aggressive snowball so far in the game. Rebellion and Zion still have a bit more pressure.
Pi, top side, it's 2v1, but it seems like Vincent and Cars, they will prio the turtle more as, take a look at Lancelot is already in the vicinity as well. It's a 4v3 now as Edith has yet to join the fight. Tellyboy now quite chunked, using the puncture to go to the back lines. Real world relation, perfectly placed. Tellyboy now very low. Cars is on that manhunt. He is knocked up though. That will be the cover. Tellyboy survives, but Rebellion Zion will claim the first neutral objective on the board.
Not even a retribution needed for Vincent. A good job for Rebellion Zion, especially Sway Low, punishing Sally Boy that's trying to go into...
That was risky.
Okay, RTC already level 4, so a bit more pressure towards Alter Ego Esports. A lot of members of Alter Ego has to be a bit more careful in engaging to the fight. But speaking of engaging...
Good knock-up, but good cancel on the immunity as well. Vincent will claim that purple, no problem with the retry as a Rassi with the flicker wall charge! Good aggression! Vincent though will find the outplay as he finds the decimation, but it will be the trade. It's a 1-for-1 EXP for jungler.
The turnaround, man, the amount of burst damage available to Rebellion is definitely a terrifying factor, especially if you're a squishy mage or support hero. Like, look at that, Rossi making the engage only when he has an ultimate. In the bottom side, the highs will be clearing. And in the gold lane matchup, it seems like for now, Heights will have more chances to just clear the wave with the Blazing Duet. What can Alter Ego try and do later on to influence this lane will be the main problem.
Will be the main problem indeed. But Rossi so far with this Grok, it's not really a Rossi hero, right? As you said, Arashi, this guy likes to play those heroes that have a lot of engaged tools, but also a lot of disengaged tools like Cho, like Adira. But in this case, Grok, once you go in, it's a bit hard for you to get out unless you have that first kill or the ult to get away from the real-world manipulation from Suelo.
That's not bad. It's still worth it, especially because with the Wild Charge unavailable, Alter Ego, they don't really have an engage tool. Maybe Pi can make something happen, but he's always going to be kept occupied by cars. I wonder if this is the solution later on. They're going to send cars to split push, and Vincent and Audi, two very tanky members, can serve as the main front line to kite away with the immunity, with the mobility, and with the slows coming in from Suelo as well. Makes sense.
Yep, second neutral objective here, it seems like will be taken by Vincent again. Take a look at Taliboy, pressured in his own jungle. Will be okay though for now, but it seems like no casualties. It's a 1-for-1 in kill-wise. It seems like Rebellion Zion has that gold gap, gold lead, 1,500 gold.
Unlike in game number 2, Rebellion Zion, they have advantage. They are winning, especially in these big fights. But after the fights are over, they are not really capitalizing by making aggressive moves into the jungle of Alter Ego. Remember, earlier Audi was able to spot out Sunny Boy with a sliver of HP, but now they go for the bottom side. Multiple members available.
Watch out for the reinforcements though. Sully Boy and Rossi is also in that vicinity to provide cover. Take a look at Cars already cutting the mid to gain extra pressure.
Ooh.
Eyes will force to pop that Purify to escape from that stun. But it seems like it's all A-okay again.
A bit too aggressive there from Highs because this Purify is very valuable, man. If you're going up against Rossi, you're going up against Pi with his engages, you all have to have that Purify before you engage with that Blazing Duet. And using that just to, get you away from the death with that kind of push checking is just very, very bad for you. But Vincent already used the retreat to chase Teleboy.
Yep, Sully Boy now will be the target. Take a look at the burst damage that Paquito brings to the table. Sully Boy will be forced out of the jungle. But again, it's going to be a okay 25 seconds to the last turtle though. Let's see who will have the advantage.
The advantage, I think, falls towards Rebellion Zion. So far, they have been using it to their advantage. 2 turtles compared to 0 to Alter Ego Esports. Teleboy has not had a good game in terms of objective taking, and that is courtesy of a lot of zoning coming in from Suelo with that Yi. This guy is a menace on this hero, and that's why he's been, notorious for being the, Yif only guy, Yif only player. We're gonna see how it will fare up in the next objective fight with Vincent already cutting the turtle to his advantage.
Oh, Rebellion gets a tower for free though, but now RTC jumps on Rossi.
Nope, no follow damage. His Pi now will not have the combination. Brahmo Rat popped out with Sally Boy finds the turtle. Rossi chunked down. He will be forced to use the flicker. Take a look at Pi. Free hitting in the real world manipulation. Suelo will find the kill as in the mid lane. Both marksmen will be A-okay as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade, a neutral objective for a kill.
Turtle picked up by Alter Ego right there. Sully Boy once again showing that he is not out of the game just yet. And you can see from that fight, both teams have the same problem. They can't really have a reliable engage or reliable catch. So when the game gets longer and longer, it's going to be quite interesting to see which team focuses more and commits onto a fight. Because for Rebellion, they have that split push potential, and they are putting a lot of pressure on Nino, even though Nino so far has not been taken down.
And I think in terms of the waiting game, in terms of like the defensive game, a more responsive team fight, Rebellion Zion has the advantage with that Minotaur, and also a lot of slows coming in from Sway as slow. In terms of like engage potential though, what? Like that's good, right? Rossi?
Yeah, Sway slow.
Yeah, Rossi with the wall charge. Once again, it's not really a fully reliable engage potential tool, as you said, Arashi, but if he actually goes for it and gets someone in the back line, or maybe Cars, the one that deals a lot of damage towards Alter Ego's esports backline, it's going to be huge for Alter Ego. The bot lane? Okay. Not
Still
much happening.
Same, enough clear for Alter Ego. I think Rebellion at this point, they have to try to focus and just destroy the turrets, or just focus on letting Cars actually all in split push. Right now, he's going to be dueling Sully Boy, taking a lot of damage, but there's way too much mobility, man. He cannot seal the deal.
This is why when you're going up against cars, you need to respect the Paquito. Alter Ego did that in the first game, but it seems like they somehow overlooked the Paquito pick. Take a look at the kill pressure that Cars brings to the table. Again, it's a very low kill game. 2-1, 9 minutes in, but take a look at top side. Vincent will be heavily pressured.
No retreat though.
That's GG. Oh, easy escape.
Oh, in the bottom side though, Audi goes for an aggressive play. Nino gets knocked up.
Oh, the range on that.
High stress to commit on it, but it won't be enough. The Lord now is also in the picture, but look at that.
Oh.
It's happening all over the map.
The passive is huge, but Pi now caught in the mid lane while trying to cover. But take a look at Audi. Sway low though will secure the kill, and it will be 1-0. Sally Boy jumps in. Audi TZ, he has no resources now, and it seems like Sally Boy will have enough damage, but no! The outplay, the flicker comes into play, and now take a look at Cars. He is already back in shape to give the killing pressure that Rebellion Zion needs.
Oh, a lot of chaos in this game number 3 for Alter Ego and Rebellion Zion, man. Like, those team fights are just not properly managed, not properly... Like, just all things happen all over the place. And right now, Celebot doesn't even have that retribution, and Rebellion Zion is still not pulling that trigger towards the Lord.
They're both trying to play with the Lord, but trying to manage the pressure everywhere else as well. See that Heist is trying to duel Nino down there. But you say it's a lot of kills, Shevin, but it's only 4. There's just been so much chaos and aggression. You would expect more numbers popping up. But for Rebellion, they have to do the same thing they did in game number 1. Fight first, pick off first.
Man, Pi already forced to use their ult though. Okay, let's see. The Lord, 18,000 HP. It seems like Nino will be able to escape for now. Spell check. Audi has no flicker. Take a look at Cars. Jump in the backside. Odell very low. Feather airstrike on force, but he will be taken down by Audi. The minion free was huge as he caught 3 members of Alter Ego. The damage will be there for Vincent as well as he claims the kill. As Alter Ego, there's scramble, there's crowded as a blazing duet finally pops by Heizamore, who will take Nino down. And Sally Boy, the last man standing, will be taken down as well as Cars finds the double and will be a wiped out Rebellion Zion here in the minute number 11.
Huge duo gameplay from Cars and Audi TZ with a Neon Fury getting 3 in the air, and Rebellion Zion capitalized on Alter Ego Esports' lack of anticipation. It's a wipeout for the Rebels. Alter Ego Esports definitely on the back foot.
How do you force Alter Ego, a team that's so clean, to overcommit, threaten to take that Lord? That's what they did in game number 1. They've done it again in game number 2. What perfect execution, man. With that wipeout, the tables have really shifted in favor of Rebellion Zion. They were ahead earlier, but only for a bit. Now, with all this advantage, with the Lord coming in, with the Yeve in their roster, they're gonna look for way more objectives.
Let's see now. It seems like Rebellion, they're taking it slow. They do not really want to get overzealous here, which is very important because, sure, they're leading a 8,000 goal lead, but they still have a chance to turn the game around if they got overzealous.
Yeah, definitely, especially with Martis on your lineup, this hero is going to fall off real hard in the late game. Doesn't really matter if you fall the heck out of this Martis. It's going to be hard for you, but unless you have this real manipulation.
Very safe real manipulation, but Feather Airstrike will chunk him down and force Swaylo to use the flicker. Base turret will be all up, defended very well. But then again, that was the first Lord, so it won't charge. Good defense, but also a great offense.
Great offense, man. Like, I think that's value. This is the first Lord. You're not really supposed to get those inhibitor turrets.
You can see that, I think Alter Ego, they're just trying to contest this orange, and Vincent will be taking it, taking revenge for game number 2. Alter Ego on damage control, but now, Rossi no longer on the Edith. We're not seeing the dynamic engage. When your ultimate is the only engage you have, Rossi needs to pick and choose and find the best solution. And right now, unless there's a fight in the jungle, unless for some reason Rebellion just grouped together as 5 next to each other, it's going to be very difficult. We've seen it before, but Rossi definitely fighting against the odds.
And right now they have Rebellion Zion. They have a solid 4-1 combo here with Cars on this Paquito on this sprint too with Quantum Charge. and a lot of agility as well, he can do the Aran, you know? Like, it's just gonna split push and try to make the fights more favorable towards Rebellion Zion after that wave push and try to catch up in the team fights and make it 5v4 when one of those Alter Ego members clean up the wave. And who's gonna mirror the movement from Cars? That's gonna be the question for Alter Ego Esports. Right now, Cars is not really solo laning. Interesting.
He is just trying to be a bit more careful, right? The pick-off gameplay is definitely something that Alter Ego still have as a potential solution. Hey, look at the items for Nino. He actually built the Malefic Roar already, so he will be doing a lot more damage to the front line. That is something that Rebellion Zion needs to be a bit more concerned about. And on the same note, I think for Rebellion, they already have plenty of items, and they might just be itemizing more towards magical defense, because Nino so far has been getting zoned so much by the AoE crowd control available from that Minnow pick. Lord is spawning in 3 seconds. You can see the setup already being attempted by Rebellion.
Yeah, that's info. Udil has no wings by wings. So let's see here with that. Will Rebellion Zion try to target
bot lane,
Udil
bot lane.
more? Take a look at bot lane indeed. It's potentially going to be a 2v1 with Rasi and the Grok. BMI perfectly timed. Cars now need to be careful. Feather Edge Strike in the mix. Was paused. Oh, take a look at the burst damage that Swalo provides. Goodness me. And it seems like Rebellion Zion, they got the better trade. Udil needs to recall. Pi now looking for the knockup. Good cancel by Cars. Rasi though jumps in as well. Oh, good minion. Furious Y gets taken low. Cars secures the kill in the backside. Take a look at the members. Rasi taken out. Cars loses immortality. Nino pre-hitting, but it will bring no damage. It will be Rebellion taking the Lord and losing, giving Alter Ego 2 members out.
And it's all thanks to Cars with the split push, taking off Alter Ego, 2 of Alter Ego's members towards the bot side, and they cannot contest the turret, the Lord, but Cars, impressive.
Cancelled out wings by wings, and no problem. He gets taken out again. Rebellion Zion now still strong with 5. Lord still marching at 100% health rate. Bottom side, Alter Ego defending with 4. Let's see the offense and defense. Will they be able to pull the defense? Real relation popped, forces Nino to retreat in the backside though. More will be chunked. Selly Boy is able to escape for now. Lord will be taken care of. Oh! Good minion fairy on towards 0 as Nino will fall. Rasi taken down as well as the Lord will finish their base off. The Blue Bulls, they manage to find the win in game 3.
The Rebels is true to their nature. The Kingslayers ending that third 3-game win streaks from Alter Ego. A lot of spiciness from Rebellion Esports member here, taunting Alter Ego's member. Goodness gracious, what a